everyone, welcome to Study with Akshay, and this is Akshay. In this video, we will be dealing with an interesting topic with light chapter, that too refraction through a lens. In that, this is the most interesting one, sign conventions and lens formula. So, sign conventions is the place where many of them get confused. But with the help of a diagram and with the help of a Cartesian coordinate system, if you explain, that will always remain in the mind. So that will be explained in this video. So before getting started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get regular notification. Let's get started. So now, what is meant by the term sign conventions? Before going to sign convention, I will display a diagram over here. Sign convention for lenses. Irrespective of the lenses, let's take our Cartesian coordinate system, that is xy axis. Right, x-axis and y-axis. Over there we have y positive on the upward side, x positive on the right side, right? And y negative on the downward and x negative on the left side. That is x dash and y dash, if I am more specific. Right. So over here also the same concept gets involved. Hope this is clear with all of you. The positive y-axis is on the top and the negative y-axis is on the bottom. Positive x-axis is on the right and the negative x-axis is on the left. Right. If this is clear, we can start with the sign convention concept. Okay. So for a sign convention, we have a diagram over here. First, let's start with a convex lens. So convex lens is also known as what? It is known as a converging lens, right? So there is no diagram taken over here. Irrespective of this, there is no ray diagrams over here involved. Basically, while explaining, that's it. So if the object is placed over here beyond to f1, okay, irrespective of it, okay, wherever the object be placed, if the object is placed towards the left side of the lens, okay, towards the left side of the lens, if the object is placed, then the size of the object will always be in positive. Okay, the size of the object will always be positive. Okay, if the image is formed on the left side only, on the same side of the object, then it is a virtual image. We all are aware of this. A virtual image will always be, it is a virtual image. Virtual image will always be erect, right? Upright it will be. So even virtual image will also be taken as positive. The length of the image will be taken positive. Okay, the distance from the optic center and the image will be taken negative, same as that of an object. Object and optic center, the distance between object and optic center will also be taken as negative, since it is formed on the left side. Since the object is kept on the left side, it will be taken negative. And if the image is formed on the right side, then the image will be inverted with respect to that of an object, right? For a real image, it will always be an inverted. So if it is an inverted, it will always be a negative. Okay, you can see over here, if it is an inverted, it will always be a negative. The length of the image will be negative, whereas the image distance will be positive. The distance of the image from the optic center will be positive, measured in positive. So there is a note given below for a convex lens. Focal length will always be positive. Make a note of this, and if possible, make a note of the diagram as well. These diagrams are very important. Probably it is given in the textbook as well. Okay. Next, let's move ahead with a concave lens. So we have concave lens over here. Right. So for a concave lens also, object distance is negative. See, object is placed over here. Basically, the length of the object is positive, whereas the distance is negative. Okay, the image, this is for a real image. Basically for a concave lens, the image will be formed over here only, either at the focus or between focus and optic center. Only those two cases we have, right? So it will always be a virtual image. So virtual image will always be upright. So the size of the virtual image, the sign convention for the length of the image will be positive, whereas the distance will be negative. So the focal length for a concave lens will always be negative. Okay? Hope so this concept is clear. Focal length concept is clear. We have a table which will say which is positive and negative. Let's move ahead. So sign convention using a table we have over here. So this table would be sufficient if you remember, this table would be sufficient for you to crack the questions given in your 10th standard board exam, or any school paper or any sample paper, any pre-board. If you take these sign conventions, if you learn, this would be more than sufficient. Okay? Concave lens is the luckiest lens for you people. Whoever are studying, concave lens is the luckiest lens in which all the signs will be negative. No need to memorize at all. All the signs for a concave lens will be negative. Keep this in mind. Okay. So as in the previous slide I had explained, for a convex lens, the focal length, F refers to focal length, will be positive, right? And U is known as the U is known as the object distance. Object distance. What is object distance? It is the distance where the object is placed from the optic center. That will be negative. So object distance for both convex and the concave lens is negative. This is one point where you can remember. And if the image formed is a real image, then it is positive. V refers to image distance. It is the distance between the image and the optic center. So then it will be a positive if the real image is formed. It will be negative if a virtual image is formed. So whereas in a concave lens only a virtual image is formed, so it is negative. In a convex lens, one virtual image is formed. That is our sixth case, the last exception one. Other than that, all others are real image, right? So most of the cases for a convex lens will be a real image. Whenever they ask you it's a convex lens, keep in mind, remove virtual image. Just real image should be kept in the mind. So using that concept, we can solve the coming up questions as well, which are given in the exercise. Right. Next, lens formula. So lens formula and magnification. So both the things will be studied parallelly over here. Okay. Lens formula and magnification. So we are taking an object and something is formed over here. So these are two different lenses. Wherever object is placed, image is also formed over here. Right. For concave as well as convex lens, the image is also formed, object is also placed. So lens formula will be, this is a standard formula. 1 by focal length is equal to 1 by image distance minus 1 by object distance. Here F refers to focal length, V refers to image distance, and U refers to object distance. Object distance, image distance, and focal length. This is to calculate the focal length. Lens formula. Next, we have something called as linear magnification. So linear magnification as well as the lens formula, both the formulas are applicable for both convex as well as a concave lens. Irrespective of the lens, it is applicable. Right. So for magnification, it is indicated by a letter M, linear magnification. One more term is given as linear magnification. It is nothing but image distance by a object distance, V by U, or a length of an image divided by a length of an object. Here it is given as height of image by height of object, or length of image by length of an object. So big the image is or how small the image is when compared to that of an object is measured by using a linear magnification formula. If they ask you to say the size of the image formed by giving the linear magnification formula, they might ask you to find the size of the image formed. Such kinds of questions are there in the exercise. When we come to the numerical part, I will be explaining that in depth. So here the concept for you to remember is lens formula and magnification formulas. Two different formulas are very important over here with reference to this slide. Make a note of it and put a star mark as very important with reference to examination point of view. Okay, next, power of a lens. Power of a lens is one more basic concept. The power of a lens is a measure of deviation produced by its part of ray refracted through it. Okay, basically what is the power of a lens? Power of a lens, they might not ask you the definition. If they ask you the definition, it is basically the measure of the deviation produced by the part of ray refracted through it. Deviation produced by a part of ray refracted through it. So that is nothing but the power of the lens definition. Basically, power of a lens is measured by 1 by focal length. It is the reciprocal of the focal length, that is power of the lens. So power of the lens, for measuring the power of the lens, the focal length should always be in the meter. So this is the major condition for measuring power of the lens. Then SI unit of power of lens is diopter. Diopter. Few people pronounce this as dioptre. So as per the pronunciation, it is diopter. Okay. It is denoted by a letter capital D. Not small d, it's a capital D. Okay. Let there not be any confusion with the sign convention with writing the units. Okay. Diopters and focal length should be in meters. Make a note of it. Mark it as important. Power of a convex lens is positive and that of a concave lens is negative. Okay, this you can add it in the previous table itself by indicating D is positive for convex and negative for concave. Here also concave lens is helping you. For there also all the signs are negative. Here also it is negative only. Easy for you to remember. Yes, we are done with the concept for today. In the next video, we will be coming with a different concept, that is magnifying glasses. Basically, magnifying glasses, that is a quite interesting and quite a simple concept. No more questions are asked and even applications are there where and when concave convex lenses are used. All those things we will meet with the next video. So if you have liked this video, please click on the thumbs up button, please comment on this video, please do share this video. So thank you. Before ending this video, do follow COVID appropriate behavior, wear mask, sanitize at regular intervals and maintain social distancing. Together, let's all fight against this COVID-19 coronavirus. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.